Hello and welcome to Inside the Boardroom. My name is Amrit Gill and today I'm joined by James Sykes, CEO of Metal Energy Corp. Metal Energy trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker MERG, and they are a battery metal exploration company with properties in Manitoba and Ontario. James, it's great to chat with you today.
Likewise, that was a great introduction. If you want to keep going with this, you can take the rest of the interview the whole way.
I'm perhaps, but I think you're the expert. Let's start with some background for our viewers. Can you tell us why Metal Energy was formed and what the company vision is?
Metal Energy is part of the OR group of companies, and we're a unique group of experienced people with a lot of success behind us and putting together some vehicles. And Metal Energy's vehicle within the OR group was specific to the electrification of things, looking for those metals that are going into batteries that we need in the future. So things like nickel, lithium. The company formed in 2021, and we became a public company in November 2021 when we listed on the TSXV, and we've been rolling ever since.
You recently shared the thesis for lithium brine prospectivity at the SourceRock project in Ontario. Can you break down this thesis for us? What are the key indicators that SourceRock has highly concentrated lithium brines? And how do the elevated TDS levels support this?
Number one, SourceRock is an amazing project. We fell in love with it as soon as it crossed our plate. And yes, it has everything going for it to support the idea that there are high lithium concentrations within the brines. And I think what a lot of people have to understand is that the brines have never been tested for lithium in this area ever. So nobody knows if there's lithium or not. But what we do know from water tests within the area, from the project and surrounding areas, is that there are high concentrations of total dissolved solids, TDS material. Things like sodium, chloride, calcium, magnesium, potassium, things that you find in seawater. Those are your TDS elements. We've got, apparently there's higher concentrations of TDS within the brines at the SourceRock project than there is in seawater. So we've got a saltier solution than seawater. But again, nobody's analyzed for lithium right now. We know that old sedimentary basins host higher concentrations of lithium, typically. And our basin is very old. It's over 1 billion years old. So that meets another criteria. We know that the depths are conducive for higher lithium concentrations as well. And the project area has been drilled in the past. They were looking for uranium, they were looking for nickel, and they sampled some of the sedimentary rocks. Now, some of the sedimentary rocks within the area, our main focus area, have very low concentrations of lithium in the rocks. Given that lithium loves to react with water, there is a very good possibility and probably a strong correlation that low concentrations of lithium in rocks means they've all been dissolved. Therefore, you will have high concentrations of lithium in the brines. So there's a lot of evidence to support our thesis that SourceRock has high concentrations of lithium within the brines. We just need to drill a hole, test the aquifers, test the water source, and hopefully our thesis is correct because it will transform this company into something else.
Well, with that being said, what comes next for SourceRock? And is there any active work ongoing at your Manibridge nickel project?
Ooh, Manibridge, great question. But before we segue into Manibridge, we are continuing consultation with SourceRock. We do have permits in hand, so we can drill, but we want to ensure that we do all the consultation process properly, that we've got no issues moving forward. Once that is done, we are hoping to have a drill on the project before the end of the year to drill a proof of concept drill hole. We are funded for it, so this is something that we can get done before the year's end. We think it would be a great send-off. Obviously, we want to get there and drill a hole sooner rather than later, but we're doing things step by step, and we'll get there when we can. As for Manibridge, we drilled over 12,000 meters diamond drilling last year, 40 odd drill holes, so I guess 36 completed drill holes. All of them hit nickel sulfide mineralization. 34 out of 36 all hit over 1% nickel over variable widths. Absolutely fantastic. We tested a kilometer on strike length, every hole hit. We tested 800 meters at depth, every hole hit. It's a system that just continues to deliver nickel sulfide mineralization and exceptional grades as well. However, the market really didn't react to the results from Manibridge, so we've put that on a back burner for now. When the nickel price and nickel sentiment starts to pick up again, Manibridge is there for us.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, James. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.